Let's get started.
This video sponsored by Simply Safe.
Ken, you're a cheapskate.
I am. Correct. Absolutely.
You made me drive all the way here from Indiana
10 hours.
so
right?
that you didn't have to hire somebody.
Well, I'm going to pay you. I got ice and Diet Pepsi.
Okay, deal. What do we have going here?
We are expanding our pole building behind us. It's now 24 by 36. We are putting a 24 by 52 foot addition onto it.
That's huge.
It's huge. I would go bigger, but I'm kind of up against the property line issues. I had to get a zoning variance for that. But it's a big project in that not only are we have to excavate out this whole area, we're taking off the roof of this structure.
Hopefully not today.
Not today. And we're going to put all new trusses in.
Okay.
So it looks, the final product will look like it, you know, it was meant to be instead of an addition,
Okay.
you know, because I just want it to look nice.
So it's all going to look like one building.
Yeah.
But it's really an extension on this building.
It's an extension, and it's still going to be divided. This is still going to be a storage building with the pallet racking and store the machines. This side will be heated and air conditioned, have a finished floor, and
a place for you to sleep when things aren't going so well inside.
Yeah. We'll move some of the business operations into that from the house.
Yeah, and on that front, on behalf of Ken, I want to thank you guys for all your business for bolt-on hooks. I mean, your business has just grown dramatically.
It has, and I can thank you guys for some of that too. It's been a mutual.
Yeah, well, quite frankly,
partnership.
Ken, you are so helpful to your customers, to people on the forums.
Well, thank you.
Everywhere you go. I mean, it's no wonder that your business has flourished. I mean, the world needs more like you.
Well, thank you.
Now, on what we're working on here, this 24 by 52 foot section, what are we going to be doing?
Well, so since we're putting in heating and air conditioning, particularly the heating, in particular the radiant floor heating, we have to excavate down about 10 or 12 inches because we are going to match up the new floor to the existing floor. So we have to dig down to put a base in, then we have to put 2 inches of rigid foam in, then we have to put in the tubing for the floor heat, then we have to put in rebar on chairs, and then we're going to pour probably 5 inches of concrete. And then I'm having a special tile installed called clinker tile. It's made in Germany.
Okay.
And they use it in high-end automotive shops. It's almost an indestructible tile. They put that in, they vibrate that into a 2-inch bed of mortar, they call it. It's Portland cement and sand. Above the concrete.
So we have to go 10 or 12 inches below the existing level on
Yes.
and that's really what we need to know about today.
Yeah.
And we really want to go probably a little bit bigger than the 24 by 52.
Yeah, because they're going to have to put their band board in, and you know, we have to obviously dig the footings and stuff, not footings, but the post holes and get that inspected, and they'll have to attach the band boards, and then we'll have to backfill up against that. But,
and so we've got your neighbor Marty here too.
Well, he lives fairly close, not really my neighbor, but lives close to us.
2 3720s.
2 3720s, right, one's a cab, one's an open station.
Marty had an open station, and then you just felt like you had to one up him.
I think I had mine first, but I'm not sure.
Don't forget Vinny.
And we have Vinny here, which I will not be driving.
He'll be driving. We're going to get you used to Vinny today.
I will not drive Vinny. I already had one incident that was caught on film. It was in one of our hydraulic videos we did, where I became a Simply Safe commercial too.
Yeah.
Now we have Simply Safe here as well, but I don't have any cameras, so we won't have any evidence.
Ooh, I'm safe. I don't have to worry about anything from
right.
You know, any
Scratching
embarrassing
your butt
shots
or anything like that. Yeah.
Ken, I think you're really missing out by not using the cameras. I really think this is one of the best parts of the Simply Safe system. In fact, we're putting up another one here just today. This one was a little bit difficult to put up because I had to run power outside, and I just used a long drill bit to drill through, and then we were plugging this into actually our garage door opener outlet. So pretty easy on that. We use the cameras to detect false alarms. So we have the motion settings set pretty high such that we can detect any motion when we're away. It's easy for us with the Simply Safe app to click on that motion and see if there's anybody here that we actually know, or if someone nefarious is here. And that way we can determine whether we need to notify the police immediately, which is easy to do right there in the app. It is comforting to us. So while we haven't had to use the cameras to try to identify a criminal, it's just comforting to us to know that we can quickly detect that someone's on the premises that really shouldn't be here. So right now you can get 20% off all your equipment, and your first month is free when you sign up for that interactive monitoring service. It really isn't that expensive. It'll store the video from all of your cameras, I believe, for at least 7 days. That's what makes the cameras so cost effective to me, is that all that storage is included. Check them out, simplysafe.com/TTWT.
That's doing a nice job.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Ken, I was thinking maybe you could be the transport guy with your tractor.
Yeah,
If this thing would bulldoze that down there into a pile, you'd have a pile to pick up from.
it's certainly worth a try. That's what it's for, right?
But I think it's best not to take off any more than the tilled soil,
I agree.
right? Because otherwise you get
Whoop-de-doos. I'm impressed.
Man, it's nice to have a big tractor.
I'm impressed, and it's not pushing it to the side like I would have thought. It's, I mean, not a lot anyway. Now it's doing a little bit more, a little windrowing. But man, that's awesome, cool, Marty. I have one of the original BX Bandit tooth bars on my bucket from years and years ago that I modified to fit the heavy-duty bucket here with the replaceable cutting edge. And it works pretty well for the stuff I've used it for. That's nice looking dirt. Wow. Couldn't have done this without that power rake for sure. That's unbelievable how that smooths everything out. Got a little bit too much there. Got a glare on my windshield here. I can't see.
Tim's actually doing manual labor.
I'm cleaning up after Ken. He dumped it on his own barn.
I piled too much dirt there by accident. So Tim got the rake out. He said he'll do it as long as the sun's not on this side of the building. He would go ahead and rake when it gets hot in the afternoon. I have to start raking, he said.
I'm in the shade, you know. I'm not dumb.
Thoughts? Rent a dozer?
Oh no, he's making great progress.
That 4-in-1 bucket is cool, man.
It's doing exactly what we need for this. I was trying to think last night instead of sleeping. How are we going to do this? And you told me you had a 4-in-1. So that was the plan I came up with, and it's working.
Yeah.
So I think we're okay on that.
It's slow, but yeah, I mean, I could rent a dozer. I could get a dozer here tomorrow. I don't know how to run one, but...
Why? We'll be done in a little while.
Be done in a little while?
This is not that bad.
Okay.
Check it out. We got a brand new power rake from Ventrac. This is a new design. They've just introduced it. Let me show you the new features. The biggest thing, notice the big crank is gone. Everybody made fun of me for the big crank. Always said I needed to grease it or grease it. They want me to grease it all the time. Well, check this out. Now you can raise and lower that hydraulically. No more hand crank. Okay? Gives you a lot of variety. Another cool feature is when you want to change directions, there used to be this big lever up here, right? And I would just switch it back and forth. Well, now I've got a button that not only does it change directions, it also changes the rotation speed. So always before I've had just the RPM of the engine to be able to set the rotation speed. Sometimes you don't really want to be throwing stuff as hard. so it's nice for it to be slower. But I can change directions that way. Now, I love the electric switch instead of the lever, but I'm not exactly sure that I like that it's got two functions in one. I kind of think I would like the rotation speed to be set independently of the direction. I think I'd like to use this switch right here to change the direction, but we'll see how that goes, and maybe I'll get used to it over time. I guess I should probably do something instead of just sit here and play back and forth with the power rake. I probably need to get the laser out so he doesn't dig to China down there on that one end.
I'm gonna go fill in some spots along the neighbor's driveway over here. I almost feel guilty here being in the air conditioning, but not enough to give it up just yet. That power rake on Vinny sure is the ticket for distributing this dirt around. That's pretty wild how well that works. I don't know. Certainly couldn't do a nice job without it.
Let the world know.
Oh.
Let the whole world know that Ken's bucket does not have bolt-on hooks on it.
It's a naked bucket. Well, since you're the expert welder now with your brand new Hobart welder, maybe you could weld some on for me.
I probably could. Welding's easy.
I know. I have some nice made in USA ones that you can use too.
You know what they say about the shoemaker's kids?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the plumber's got a running toilet, and the electrician has shorts.
And the guy that does tractor work has a terrible yard.
Yep. Yep. Tim's gonna try now.
Are you nervous with him up against your building?
I don't really have the heart to tell him that all that metal's getting scrapped anyway, pretty much.
Oh, on that side?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did hit it though.
If I tear it up, I'm buying new tin.
Yeah, because that will be an interior wall. So.
Sure, so you wouldn't want the...
Right. I don't know what it's going to be, but and we're going to take that down anyway, and that'll be all spray foamed for the insulation.
How long to build once they start? Have they told you?
Well, they put this building up in a week, the same company, back in 2008.
Okay.
They put this up in a week.
Ah!
Holy moly!
Holy cow!
You can't open in my building.
Looks like I'm buying new tin.
I think the hardest thing is going to be, obviously deconstructing this roof.
Yes.
And then putting the new trusses up. I saw that. You're paying for that, pal.
It's that junk piranha tooth bar sticking out on the outside of the bucket.
The junk piranha tooth bar. Well, that tooth
I
bar
didn't
has been
realize-
around long before any other tooth bar was made like that. Before Heavy Hitch had theirs.
Yeah, they improved it though. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Honestly, I did not. I heard it when I was backing up, but I had no idea what was going on.
I was supposed to come over here and act all mad, but the fact is that metal's coming down, and that's going to be an interior wall. So
Oh, the steel's coming off of it.
why I don't want to just ruin it, because I have a friend that's taking the roof trusses and the roof metal and probably this metal too. He has a sawmill, and he wants to put this build a shelter over it. So I'm giving him the roof trusses.
Well, this will still be great. I really, the reason I hit it was because I didn't know about the PTB sticking out on the side.
Yeah, it's about an inch. It's about an inch.
I was concerned about, the tractor getting pushed one way or the other,
Right.
and that wasn't happening, and so I thought, hey, everything is great.
Right.
And then I picked up the bucket and backed up, and
Yeah,
That's
it's
what it
about
was.
an inch overhang on there.
so, well, I learned something.
Yep.
Heavyhitch.com, use coupon code TTWT,
Right.
5% off a good tooth bar.
One that'll fit over. Will it fit over the heavy duty cutting edge?
Yes, it will fit over the heavy duty
Okay.
cutting edge,
All right.
and even if you have a bolt-on cutting edge,
Yeah,
you can
this
get
has
it.
both. I did have to heavily modify this to fit
Oh,
on there.
okay.
Yes.
So, hey, back to it.
Back to it. That's level right there. It's actually level right there. I'm fueling up with my Flow Fast fuel rig here. It's on wheels, a 15-gallon tank on wheels. It's a manual pump, so you don't have to deal with batteries or anything like that. The neat thing about this is it's all made in the USA, and you can also turn it backwards to take fuel out if you wanted to. It works really well. It's really efficient. Saves from having to lift 5-gallon jugs up. The downside is when it's full of 15 gallons of fuel, it's about 100 pounds, but
Wow.
it's manageable to get it into the cart. I'm actually getting there now, almost full. So what I'll do is I'll just turn it up here and turn it backwards and suck all the fuel right back out of the hose. And it comes with a little clip you can clip it on and a little rubber plug to plug the end. And a Velcro tie there that I added just to keep it together.
Do you have like a sponsored product you're trying to take over our channel with here, or what's going on?
I'm sorry, it's just a good product that I want to recommend, that's all.
That's what we try to do.
Yeah, I mean,
So it fits right in.
yeah, it's just a good, a lot of tractor guys are looking for an easier way to fuel, hoisting a 30.
It's a job. It really is a serious problem.
especially even on a 1 series. The 1 series is on the fender, but the older 2 series was up on the hood, and that's hard standing up on the deck and also.
Okay, enough of that. Enough of that.
Sorry.
Come on.
I'm gonna try my hand at pushing the dirt with my bucket, but I'm not gonna get as close as Tim did to the building.
Kenny is redeeming himself.
Okay, so we're trying to dig this out 12 inches deeper down the concrete floor level there. 52 feet this way, 24 feet this way. I think we've almost got it. We're really getting into some harder shale down here. So the tiller wouldn't hardly handle it. So we're really down to the power rake doing the job. Power rake's doing a great job, actually. It's taking a little more time than we would like, but that's the way it is. 12 inches is quite a ways down. We're getting a couple of loads of what they call crush and run here, or crusher run, I don't know which it is. We would call that 73s or 53s back in Indiana. It's all limestone. It's a mixture of some that's been crushed and some that is still up to maybe 3/4 of an inch in diameter. Now, the amazing part is we've worked here almost all day. Ken worked all night last night. So, yeah, he's a little grumpy at this point, but he's gonna go to bed in a few minutes and we're gonna go relax. And then not very many hours from now, he's gonna have to get up and go to work again. Kind of crazy, I think. A lot of this is looking really good. We've had a good day.
I think so, yes. We have moved a lot of dirt.
You told me this morning this was going to take a week.
Well, I didn't have a feeling for it. I haven't done a project like this, especially with these kind of machines. I mean, I probably would have rented a bulldozer and really screwed up for a little while and before I figured it out. But yeah, we've got this area here for the building pretty much all ready for stone tomorrow. We still have to do some for the driveway, but we put in a good, 9-10 hours on it.
Yep. Hey, stay tuned for our next episode on this topic. We're going to get some rock in here, try to get this finished up a little bit better. It looks pretty rough right now, but
right.
Well, Ken, you look pretty rough right now too.
Yeah, I am.
So,
I it's a little short on sleep these last couple
Marty,
days.
thanks for helping us.
Yeah, man.
Tim, it's nice to have met you and meet you again tomorrow.
Yeah, this is your first Tractor Time with Tim episode, but I understand you've been a viewer for a while.
Absolutely.
Cool. I love that 3720.
Yeah. Yeah, and that 4-in-1 bucket was amazing.
4-in-1 bucket was the hit of the day.
Yes.
There's no question about
Absolutely.
that. It was the best attachment of the day. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim. Make sure you have the stick either all the way out or all the way in. You don't want, yeah. And then bring that thing to, oops, you can't reach it.
Hey, stop making short jokes.
I didn't make any short jokes.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Stop making short jokes.
Behind us.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Everybody's got to have their thing.
Okay, right? Isn't that it? Okay.